Hi Aquarius, how are you? Welcome to Renee In Tune. If you're watching, thank you so much for being here. So this video is just a general message for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Please excuse me, I just got really cold. But this message is a general message for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. For you, when you find this message, it's timeless. Okay, it's for you when you find it or when it finds you. Whatever it is that you need to hear at this time. Okay, general message of guidance. Any music that you hear in the background, I do not own the rights to. I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but if you can, whew, I just got really cold. So Aquarius, what does Aquarius need to hear right now at this time? What messages do you have for Aquarius, Spirit? What messages do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign? What messages do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign? What messages do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, Spirit? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button below if you have not already, and share your energy with me. And also join my little growing family. I would greatly appreciate that and love to have you. If you're interested in notifications for future videos, you can hit the bell next to it. Remember, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Okay. If it does not resonate with you, leave it where it is, please. Thank you so much. All right, Aquarius, what messages, Spirit, do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? In general, what general messages of guidance do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs at this time when they find this reading? Spirit, what messages do you have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs? All right. So let's put this right here. This is your overall energy, Aquarius. Which is the Chariot. Okay, this is Cancer energy, so you could be connecting with a Cancer or surrounded by a Cancer or have Cancer placements in your chart. Specifically a Cancer moon or rising. Okay, there's something that you're waiting for, something that you're waiting on. There's, you could be... So if this is regarding work, a work situation, you could be getting ready to travel or something of that nature, okay? You could be, expanding your horizons when it comes to the lengths of your passionate endeavors, the lengths of your creative projects. With this Three of Wands, you could also just be waiting. You could be waiting for rewards to the work that you put in. You could be waiting for someone, quite frankly. This Chariot energy tells me that you are gaining the reins of some obstacles and some situations that you felt were a little out of control. This could also, for some of you, be, again, in regards to travel. Traveling towards something, traveling towards some goal, traveling towards someone, or traveling for work, traveling, abroad or something of that nature. For some of you, you are gaining a means of transportation or getting a vehicle or something of that nature. Okay. And if you are, congratulations. But we've got the King of Wands surrounding the situation. So for some of you, you are waiting on a fire sign, specifically Sagittarius, but could also be an Aries or Leo, to maybe come towards you, right? For some of you, you're waiting for this feeling of confidence to be boosted enough to really take you outside of this box that you've been in, to really bring towards you these ships that you're waiting on. Please excuse me because I'm like freezing cold. The King of Wands here is very much in the limelight, okay? Very much someone who is in entertainment or something of that nature. You could be in the limelight. You could be in some type of public figure position, okay? People are watching you. Whatever it is that you're doing, you are definitely being viewed doing it. Like, people are definitely watching you. Okay, but there's some new beginning or some start that you're just not embarking on, okay? Either you're not embarking on it, or you are maybe blindly walking into a situation without really checking out what's going on, okay? But I feel for some of you, there's some situation that you're not making moves towards. For some of you, if you are not in this position where you are taking on some type of leadership position, starting a business, in some type of entrepreneurship position, some type of public figure position, some type of creative, even, making music, entertainment, something of that nature. If you have not embarked on that journey, you need to, because this is blocking you from this energy of expansion here. Okay. Some of you are not moving towards your own independence. You're not moving towards gaining a sense of freedom and independence with this, in your passions. You may be attached to other people, other situations, that are holding you back from a new, fresh beginning, okay, on some journey or that you're embarking on or wanting to embark on. This has been a very uphill battle for you, okay? You might be someone who has really picked up a lot of responsibility, has had a lot on your plate, and also has had a very long, just carrying a lot of weight, I feel. But with this 10 coming up, I feel like this is definitely coming to a close, or has begun to show itself to you as something that is coming to a close as of recent, okay? But for whatever reason, you're not trusting that that's the case, the Seven of Swords here, okay? I feel like you're not trusting this new journey that's right in front of you, and you're maybe not even trusting yourself, okay? To have the confidence, in yourself to really go for that expansion. This is very much a self-deception, a card of self-deception, okay? There's something you're lying to yourself about. There could also very well be people around you that you have to watch your back with, that you have to keep an eye out, that are lying to you, or, I don't know, talking about you, gossiping about you in some type of energy that you have to, watch out for them. But some of you, this is just a self-deception. Like you're wanting to make all this movement here, but it's been such a long uphill battle that you just kind of got yourself thinking that this is it, that that's just what it is. but it's keeping you away from, look at this, right? The Four of Cups. It's keeping you away from whatever this new journey is, whatever it is, it's keeping you away. You've got opportunities around you, right? Whether this is like creative opportunities or even romantic offers, and you're just kind of not really accepting any of those offers. You're not open to them. You're not ready. For some of you, you're not ready. You feel like you're not ready. You're just not, or you're just not interested. You know what I mean? It's not something that's stimulating you. But we have the Page of Cups coming towards you. So for some of you, there's some type of apology coming in, or you're wanting to give some type of apology, okay, with the Page of Cups. For some of you, it's just an expression of love, of emotions. You might be coming into a place where you're understanding what your emotions are, and you're wanting to express that with those around you. This is also like very much new opportunities, new opportunity of love. Someone could be expressing their emotions and love towards you, or this could be just new creative opportunities, like you're really becoming in tune with your emotions and also in tune with the creative opportunities around you, okay, because of that. With this Page of Cups here, it's also oh wow, okay. So this is crazy, right? Because my deck is almost always in. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable here without knocking this camera over. Okay. So my deck is always upright, right? I read the cards upright. But for whatever reason, this card is upside down, as in reverse, right? The Two of Wands. So I'll show it to you upright, but this is how you're being viewed. This is a card of really being at a crossroad and needing to make a decision, and almost knowing what the decision is, but just needing to move towards it. It's also very much having the power to, you know what I mean? But for whatever reason, it came up in reverse, right? Interesting. So with this card being in reverse, it's like, let me see. Okay, it's like you know what you want to do, right? You know what you want to do, or you have an idea what you want to do, but you don't have any plan, or you're not making any movements towards it, or you're not feeling motivated to move towards it. Okay, there's some lack of like energy here, some lack of enthusiasm, that, you know, whatever you felt passionate about before, you're not feeling that. So there's a need to get in touch with, you know, the initial feeling, the initial passion here, the initial spark in this, you know, crossroads of a decision where you're connecting with something that you already know. You already know you want to do. You know you need to do. But you have the power to do it, but for whatever reason, you're coming up as an energy of not wanting to not going for, not feeling motivated to go for that. Okay, and we've got the Four of Swords here. So while you're waiting for something to happen, right? While you're waiting for this growth and expansion to happen, while you're looking towards, you know, growing and moving out of the box, there's a need for you to take a mental break, right? Recuperate some, recover some, heal from some situation that has had you kind of mentally drained. You know what I mean? This is a need to get your thoughts together and clear your head around this, surrounding this situation, right? For many of you, it's this embarking on this creative journey, or this gaining of self-confidence and independence and freedom, okay, with this King of Wands here. For some of you, it's dealing with growth, you know, when dealing with a fire sign. Or having a new journey, a new beginning, a new start with a fire sign. The Tower. So you may be afraid that things will fall apart. You know what I mean? With this Tower here. Or you might be afraid of change. You might just be like in this stubborn energy where you're very afraid of change. The Tower is very much an energy shift. It's very much a change, okay? It's not always something really falling apart, but it's definitely change happening to kind of like get rid of what didn't need to be there in the first place, you know what I mean? And make space for what's coming in. And I feel like there's a want and a need for a new beginning, a new fresh beginning, right? There's a want and a need for overcoming some obstacles, okay? There's a want and a need for movement, for expansion and growth, for travel, for getting outside of the box within your career or your talents and gifts and passions. There's a want and a need to connect with people. To gain the confidence to really like put yourself out there. There's a want and a need for a new beginning, whether it's a relationship with someone, you know, the growth of a relationship with someone, or just your own growth in this endeavor, you know what I mean? But there's also a lot of like not trusting it, not moving towards it, not being ready for it, not making any, you know, moves, staying in this like uphill battle struggle, not being motivated, you know what I mean? There's also, I feel like the reason that is because there's healing that's necessary that you're not taking care of because you're so afraid of the change that may come afterwards, or even the change from being stuck in this familiar emotion or familiar thoughts, or even, you know, getting out of this headspace, right? And getting into your emotions, the change between that, really, right? I feel like this is how it's going, right? And that might be scary, okay? You're scared of or afraid of some things falling apart. Okay, maybe yourself falling apart, maybe your thoughts, your emotions, you know what I mean? Interesting. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so your focus is work. You're focusing on work. You're focusing on growing, honing a skill. You could be starting school, starting a class, or even working towards a situation, working towards this situation being described here. Or you could be just really like working towards building financially. I feel like that's your main focus, is working towards building financially, right? but you've got some obstacles and struggles here. Okay, I feel like there's some self-deception here. There's some, telling, some thought process of not being able to, right? With the Seven of Swords, and even some of you maybe even like just listening to other people, you know what I mean? Telling you one thing or the other, or denoting things for you. Some long, carrying of heaviness that you just aren't allowing yourself to put down, okay? And are not allowing yourself to be open to new opportunities, right? The new opportunities in the blockage, okay? You're not allowing yourself to be open to new opportunities, but you're very much in the energy of wanting to get there. But I do feel like you are trying to prioritize, and you are trying to get to a place where you are juggling the parts of your life better, the relationships, the work life, the home life. I also feel like you are moving towards the energy of trying to take care of yourself more as well. Okay, take care of your body, your health, okay, your spirit, and also your projects, things that you've started, right? You're wanting to find balance and bring balance into those situations. You're wanting to make right whatever has went wrong. Okay, but you still are very much in a defensive state. Like, I feel like you're very much afraid of the change, and so you have your defenses up even though it's what you want, if that makes sense, right? And you're focused on, wanting to build financially, but you're wanting to go for something that you're passionate doing, and that there's a need there to connect with your heart space, to connect with your emotions, which you may be in and out of. Like, you may, be doing that one moment, but then not the next. But you're wanting to build firm foundations, things, many of you want to build a firm foundation in like a soulmate connection, you know what I mean? A relationship. But many of you are trying to build something that you can celebrate, that you can celebrate with the ones you love and bring home to your family and your loved ones, and really just relish in an accomplishment. Oh, sorry. Yeah, relish in an accomplishment that you built based on your hard work, right? Your hard work and building, your talents and learning and getting some type of education or something of that nature, okay? Or just really working hard and stepping up and leveling up in your work. Many of you wanting to really just become an entrepreneur and really start your own business, right? Let me know if this resonates with you any, or if any of these messages feel like they're resonating. I'm getting like different type of messages coming in, but let's get a message of guidance. Let's get some guidance from the Moonology deck for you, Aquarius. This popped right out. Look at this. A time to give rather than take. Okay, new moon in Virgo. Trying to get some there we go, clear picture here. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. So I feel like the focus for you really, Aquarius, is to be in the service of others, okay? Move in the light of, which is where you're naturally inclined to be, you know what I mean, in that humanitarian state. I also feel like this gives you a need to be less judgmental of others, because I feel like you're in a state of being in opposition with change, and also in in a defensive state, you know what I mean? A disinterested state or a state of apathy. So there's a need to let go of that judgment. Let's get, I have a beautiful new deck here, new oracle deck. The messages from the mermaids, okay? Beautiful, gorgeous deck. Let's get a message of guidance from the mermaids. Message from the mermaids for Aquarius spirit. Message from the mermaids for Aquarius. Message from the mermaids for Aquarius spirit. Message from the mermaids. Whew. Two wanted to pop out. Let's go ahead and take them. The first one is communication. What? Didn't I say something like that? I don't know. Maybe I didn't. But the next one is solitude. What in the world? Aquarius. Only you, right? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like single you out like that. I'm an Aquarius 10th house, so my career is all about what you're all about. My whole, entire career path. I feel the need to say we have dive deep at the end, at the bottom of the deck, right? Let's go ahead because this is my brand new deck and I really want to get messages that pop out, right? That we're supposed to hear. So let's check out what the booklet tells us. Communicate. It's so funny, right? How you guys have communicate that popped out for you, but then you have, or communication that popped out for you, but then you have solitude, which is like, like opposite energy, right? What did I just say? You're like in opposition of what you really want, right? You want growth and expansion. You want, entrepreneurship. You want connections with others. You want to communicate your passions to learn, but then you're also defensive. You're also holding back. You're also afraid of change. You're also, you're wanting to tap into the creativity, but you're not wanting to tap into your heart space. You're not accepting the offers. You're not accepting the path. Interesting. So again, a time to give rather than take. Time to be in service, right? Communication. Pick up your phone and make that call. There's something you need to communicate, and now is the time to do it, okay? Oh my goodness, all type of stuff is falling. I'm sorry. And it's loud. Perhaps you feel things were left unsaid in recent conversations, right? Sometimes we can get tongue-tied during an honest encounter and the words just won't flow, okay? So if this is the case, you can write a letter, an email, or a text, okay? It's vital to articulate things that are important to you and write them down. And writing them down is a great way to do this. You can choose to send the communication to the other person or not. You'll know what to do with it once you've expressed your feelings, okay? Interesting. Okay, and then we have solitude. So let's leave that message there. And it's funny because when we communicate with love and compassion, we can experience miraculous breakthroughs. So I feel like with this King of Wands here surrounding your need for expansion, you're definitely in a state of feeling love and compassion, right? Love and a deep passion, but you're just having a hard time communicating that, right? So let's check out solitude. Okay. Here we go. Take time to retreat, okay, from the world. Go inwards and explore your inner space to reveal the treasures therein. It's okay to be reclusive or solitary sometimes, okay? So that's so interesting how your solitude kind of goes hand in hand with the things that you have to communicate, right? And it's so funny how we have solitude, and we also had the Four of Swords, right? So there's definitely a need to go within, to get your mind right, right? To recover and recoup from the thoughts that have been clouding your mind, and to take a break, okay? To take a break and take a moment to clear your mind, right? Okay, we all need time out to be in our own space and enjoy our own company. This solitary mermaid is saying that the tonic you need right now is some alone time. Okay, so you need time to yourself to really get your thoughts together, right? Being solitary doesn't mean you're antisocial or reclusive. It merely indicates you honor yourself enough to enjoy your own space. Taking up a craft or hobby is also a wonderful thing to do because it allows you to take pleasure in your own company while also being productive and creative, right? So look at that. Time to take care of yourself, basically. Like, you're wanting to step into this energy, so you need to do it. And there's a reason you're not doing that. Things that you have to deal with, right? I feel like this, what did I say earlier too, right? Carrying this heavy burden, this load, listening to others, okay? Dealing with, maybe the opinions of others, okay? So there's a need to communicate, and there's a need to really just honor your own space and your own company, and give yourself the space to be able to step into your creativity in order to overcome these obstacles that, and honestly become comfortable with this change. When we distance ourselves from other people, we can become wrapped up in what is going on inside our own head and get swept away with our thoughts and feelings, okay? So this is kind of like that opposition, right? This card can also say that you might be spending too much time alone, right? And it's time to communicate, okay? So you could also be getting wrapped up inside your own head, okay? Getting overtaken by your thoughts, right? That's that self-deception here, right? And that heavy burden, being overwhelmed with it, right? And needing to clear your thoughts, okay? So there's a need. It's so interesting, right? I just find it so interesting how communication and solitude came out. There's a need to create balance, right, between the two. I feel a balance of being alone and to yourself, and also communicating with others, okay? Then we had underneath it, we had the dive deep card, right? So let's just take a quick peek at what that says for us, and then I will close up. We've got dive deeply into your current situation to help reveal any hidden factors at play. Relax to feel comfortable and acclimatize. I have to figure out how to say that word correctly, to this new environment. Look at that. So mermaids are very much at home in the watery world of emotions. Their environment is fluid, just like our emotions, right? Didn't I say something about you tapping into your heart space as you dive into the depths of yourself, right? So you're wanting to get comfortable with your heart space. You're wanting to learn about yourself and flow in this energy so that you can really attach to, not attach, but connect with your intuition in regards to creative opportunities, right? That are wanting to come towards you. Embrace this magical and vast aspect of yourself and know that you're timeless and limitless in the depths of your being. The journey within can go as deep as you wish and can be powerfully transformational a powerfully transformational experience. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so it's definitely a time to really dive deep and get connected with your heart space, but it's also a time to find a balance between how much time you're spending alone and how much you're communicating with other people. I feel like once you get your thoughts together and you get that balance of head versus heart, or head and heart together, working together, then you allow yourself to tap into your creative power and your creative energy. And you also get to allow yourself to step into this humanitarian energy, right? Which is what you ultimately want to expand to, right? Let me know if this resonates with you any. I see Cancer energy here. These are placements that you could have in your chart or you could be connecting with. Definitely Cancer energy, definitely like Sagittarius. Could also be Aries energy. You could be connecting with another Aquarius, a Virgo. Cancer, I did say Cancer, right? Aries, definitely Aries energy. Okay, you could have any of these in your chart or be connecting with any one of those signs. Aquarius, I hope that there was something here that brought some clarity, and I hope that you're in good spirits and in good health, and definitely interact with me. Leave me some feedback. If you like the video, feel free to share it. And any information that you need will be in the description box below. So if you're looking for a personal reading, you can find my calendar there. You can also find all my links. If you want to check out my Patreon, it will be free for the month of January. So you can continue into February if you like what you see, or you can cancel at any time. And I am doing natal chart readings, interpretations for free at this time. So if you're interested in getting to know your birth chart and how it can help you navigate, or at least getting into the basics of all of that and what that means, you can definitely email me at reneeintune@gmail.com or contact me via DM at reneeintune on Instagram. And we can talk about that. All right. So have a beautiful evening or morning or day, depending on where you are. And thank you so much for being here and tuning in. I really appreciate you. Bye-bye.